Hi, this is introduction to my Paprika API and my final year project. So with technology such as decentralized organizations, interplanetary file system, distributed networks, smart contracts, is there a way that we can make an API such that all the users' data is controlled by them? So if I post something on website A or website B, I can keep track of all the content I've generated on the internet. I can also assign smart contracts. Using technologies such as the interplanetary file system, which is a network of distributed nodes. Paprika uses IPFS to generate a hash. IPFS uses this content identifier to locate it on a distributed node. So Paprika API then stores this hash along with other metadata such as the app domain, the user ID, and the contract hash. So the contract hash is also code that's written and then distributed to the IPFS network. So to demonstrate, here's a mobile application or a service that supports the API. Content is then uploaded to Paprika API, which takes this content and uploads it to the IPFS network. In return, IPFS will return a hash, and then metadata such as the app domain, contract hash, and the content hash is saved. Great, so I just want to show you a demo of my application, the Paprika API. On the left hand side here we have the Flutter app running, and on the right hand side we have the dashboard. So on the left hand side on the app, we're going to select an image and upload it to the IPFS network, or this Paprika API. Now we can see on the centralized dashboard of the user all the IPFS or content that is generated, and now that we can see there's some new image now that was just generated, or the leaf. Now if we click on details, we can see the content details such as the hashes and the app domains. But to show you the visibility, we're going to click hide. Now you can see the content has been changed to hidden. So now the image should disappear from all the apps. They should not be able to access it. Just to show, let's delete this image from our dashboard, and it should also delete from the apps. Now let's just change the visibility back from that some image to visible. So now the app requests, and then this is content set visible, so the apps can see it, and then it filters back down to the app domain if this is the app domain that created the file. So there we go, we can see it's back online on our demo app. Now I can show you a bit about the contracts. So if we can go to the contract editor, this has to return true. So either app domain's the demo app or it's myself. So removing this condition, what happens, so the content's still visible, but when the contract's being evaluated or run, it first checks these conditions, and since the app domain that's requesting the data is not included in the contract, it will return false. Just any app, it should be just me. From the dashboard, we can see now the contract's been updated. If we go back to the app, refresh the page, it should now be disappeared. Just to demonstrate uploading from the dashboard, here's a photo. It can also be multimedia. Now this is not related to the app, so the app wouldn't be able to see this new content. So we can see there's a new content hash being generated. It tells you the file name, the file type, and then the options there below. Now let's just go back to the leaf image, and let's change the contract back to allow the app domain of com.demo.flutter app. So now when this contract is run, it should validate to true. Now if we saved it, and hopefully if we go back to the mobile app and refresh it, the content is back. So this is an introduction and a little overview of my API that I've done for my final year project. If you have any questions, please do send me an email or message on LinkedIn. Thank you.